I always liked comics since I was a kid, and I really liked the first Iron Man Hulk with Edward Norton. People say he was miscast, but I believe to this very day he was a better pick than Mark Ruffalo. This may be because Bruce Banner is one of my favorite characters in Marvel, if not one of my favorite characters of all time. Either way, I'm glad there finally is something pushed by Marvel that is popular and finally gave the comic characters their flowers, even if it is missing Cyclops and Gambit. But other than that, how is the game? Well, the game is good, but even with it being so early, I can see this game just being too much of a MOBA type to even play accurately. And what I mean by that is, this is kind of the only game you can play if you want to be good and move up past platinum ranks. Since this game has been released, there have been about 5 new characters, and then 3 more to come soon at the end of May. So let's say you play it only here and there, you still gotta learn those characters and what they do if you want to not sell every time you play competitive. But this isn't that different from a fighting game like Tekken or Virtua Fighter. But in those environments, you can rely on your own tool belt and figure out that character in that 1v1 fight. In Marvel Rivals, you don't have that same luxury, especially if you're playing healer or know how to counter them or counterpick that new character. I like that Overwatch 2 has serious competition for once. I really enjoyed the beginning of Overwatch 1 because everyone was basically overpowered, so it made it fun to play. Now Overwatch 2 is just a stale, and the 5v5 is a nice thought to change things up, but it just makes the game have a lot less happen overall. Marvel Rivals saw this and decided the opposite. But I'd like to add, now there is too much going on. With 3 more heroes with different beams and circles and projectiles that all have different effects, just how are you supposed to even learn this game if you're just trying to figure out whose beam is connected to what? Let alone Thor's circle, Cloak and Dagger's circle, and then now what, Emma Frost's circle? Whoever, there's 3 different circles that look exactly the same. Another prime example is this clip where there's a Human Torch on the other team and I mistake Rocket's ultimate for a flame being shot from the Human Torch for a split second. There are 22 different characters that have been rumored that will be added within this and next year. I understand that most of them aren't going to be terribly different than the other characters unlike Overwatch, but it's not something that anyone past 23 years old will probably have the time to learn if they're actually trying to do more than smoke weed, go to work, go home, repeat. Now, I wanted to be great at video games back in, say, 2015 when I first built my PC with my first paychecks from my jobs. Sadly, life got in the way and I had to give that up. But ever since competitive modes were pretty much added to every single AAA game in these, whatever, multiplayer arenas, battle royales, because it's in every game now. Before, in 2015, 2016, it was just Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, and League of Legends with its competitive modes. But now every single game that comes out has to have one. This itself caused a lot of people to play not because they like the game, but because they like the rank or the grind, which is not that different from what Call of Duty does with leveling it up and getting new weapons, all that. The grind. There's another factor. Most people that are playing Marvel Rivals don't really play any other video games. So these people don't separate the internet from their real life. And I know how that sounds, but when you understand what that means, it makes it obvious what I'm trying to say. The people that play this game take everything personal and believe that you should treat people online just how you treat them in real life. But in reality, people go online to escape from reality and be who they really can be online. Not so different than, say, Spider-Man. When he puts on his mask, he can be who he really is and crack a joke and let loose without the weight of his rent, studies, or relationships holding him down. As Spider-Man, he can let go of all of that and just focus on taking down the bad guy, because that's all that matters in that very moment. Now, I've said that. Is that necessarily a bad thing? In this case, if you're trying to climb out of ranked, all it takes is just one crude comment by someone else to another person on your own team to successfully rage bait the entire team to throw. Because they all believe they should be taken more seriously online than they deserve. Little do any of these newer internet players realize we're all nobodies online. I would recommend this game if you want to be a serious esports player, or if you're someone that likes to troll and rage bait. As for everyone that wants to actually enjoy a great multiplayer game, I would recommend something else. Check the description to my new Patreon. Only paid members will be able to get into the Discord from this point on. I'll see you all soon again. Congratulations,
Holy fuck,
and
you're
molded.
retarded.
No, you're retarded.
Holy fuck, you're retarded, bro.
No,
Actually get
you're
salty
retarded.
over good cop.
No, you get salty over something good.
This is why you're silver, bro. You're gonna be silver forever, dog.
What do you think we are?
I'm on an alt team because I'm playing with my homie. I'm fucking diamond 2.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Okay, look up TTV Zeus X06. You'll see.
No, I don't feel like it.
ASMR artist, dude. Like, for real.
That's one thing that you can never be, homeboy.